And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Spirit Justice. We are continuing with the Phoenix Wright Asinine episode right now, and we're trying to ask, how tall is Pearl, actually?
Yes! Yes, I am! After all, I'm already 18 years old.
Albie, how tall are you?
I'm 4'8". I grew a whole inch and a half recently.
Uh-oh.
Could it be any clearer? Albie is 4.8, which means one look at the two of them should make it painfully clear that pearls cannot possibly be 4'10". No!
Have you been exaggerating your height, young lady?
Oh, this is so embarrassing. I was shocked to learn that I was shorter than a 14-year-old. So yes, I exaggerated my height.
You mustn't lie in the Hall of Justice. If this were a real trial, you could be charged with the crime of perjury.
Can't a girl dream a little?
3 inches is more than a little. Poor pearls, though.
Still, if it's just a matter of a few inches, then maybe...
You've made quite the blunder, Mr. Wright. Though it seems you're still oblivious to this little fact. Allow me to enlighten you. The evidence you presented contradicts with your own claim.
It does?
Yes, take a look closely at this scroll. It contains a photograph of Princess Rafer. However, the young lady on the stand looks nothing like her.
I should have known he'd point that out.
You're right. The girl on the stand doesn't have tattoos on her face.
Need I say any more? The claim that the young lady on the stand is Princess Rafer simply doesn't hold water.
What are you doing, Edgeworth? Can't you see we're trying our hardest to buy some time here? Why do you have to be so contrary at a time like this?
Well, Mr. Wright, would you care to respond?
Now what?
Nick, I think you know what you have to do. Bluff like you've never bluffed before. We've got to keep this trial going any way we can.
Easier said than done. The defense is sticking to its claim that the girl on the stand is Princess Rafer.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. Then please tell the court on what you're basing this claim.
Oh, the girl in this photo isn't actually the princess.
Very well, then. Who is the girl in the picture? Her body double, yeah.
The girl in the picture has been posing as the princess for public appearances. But she is merely her body double.
Come again? I think you had better explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
What? Haven't you ever heard of a body double? They stand in for important figures during public appearances. Using one is a way to protect the real person from assassination attempts and the such.
Oh, yes, I know the function of a body double.
Look, what I'm saying is, the girl on the stand is the actual, real Princess Rafer.
What? Are you mad? That is not just that is just not possible.
You may not believe it, but it's the honest truth. Her body double has been appearing in her stead while she lived in safety in America. And that is why the truth was never revealed until just now.
Whoa, really? Is this true, Pearly?
Why, are you really falling for it too?
Yes, of course it is. I've just kept it a secret all this time.
You've really crossed the line this time, Mr. Wright.
If you don't believe it, prove me wrong. With evidence, of course.
Who would have thought to prepare evidence against such an idiotic claim?
Hold it! I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but if you won't admit you're wrong, then you leave me no choice. The girl in the photo has the facial tattoos that identify her as the princess. All of the royals have tattoos like that. But look at Miss Pearl. She doesn't have a single tattoo on her face.
That's because it would give away the fact that she's the real deal.
Then you've got no way to prove she's royalty, do you? And if you've got nothing that can prove that, then you can't prove that she's the royal priestess either.
No! Albie's just crushed my entire argument!
Maybe Albie should be a lawyer.
Going beyond the call of duty to protect a customer. He's a real professional, all right.
That was a fine counter-argument, Albie. Now if you would please add it to your testimony.
Oop. Where's the new testimony? There's no way this imposter can improve her royal lineage. I think we might have something for that, though.
Royal lineage, huh?
That's right! The royal bloodline goes all the way back to the Great Holy Mother! All of Her Holiness's descendants are royalty! That's why only members of the royal family are able to channel spirits.
Does this mean that the spirit mediums of Kurain Village are of the same bloodline?
I wonder. I guess it's possible. It'd be neat if Pearly and I were descendants of the Holy Mother too.
Now to return to chipping away at Albie's testimony any way I can.
Well, he's right that she doesn't have any facial tattoos.
But she can keep insisting she's the princess through other means.
It's still a huge stretch, though.
True, but at least it'll keep the proceedings going.
Alright, we're gonna present, Pearl's little thingy that she gave us at the beginning of this thing. Even though it says Pearls. Cause why don't we, use the excuse of channeling?
You said I've got no way to prove she's royalty, right? Well, actually, that's not true. Because I've got a piece of conclusive evidence right here.
You do?
What did you just say?
It's written right here in the scroll. It basically says that the ability to channel spirits is proof of royalty in this kingdom.
Ah.
But the girl in the picture is incapable of channeling spirits. I believe you are aware of this, are you not, Your Majesty?
Why, yes. The royal priestess is only capable of performing the divination seance as of yet.
because she's only a body double after all. But the real Princess Raifa, or the girl known as Pearl Faye, is very much capable of channeling spirits.
She is?
Yes, and there is no greater proof than that she has royal blood in her veins.
Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Of course, Your Majesty. Pearls? Can you prove your royalty by channeling someone's spirit?
Yes, but who should I channel?
How about my father? He was the presiding judge before me. I have a portrait of him hanging in my office. I'll have the bailiff fetch it at once. This case.
Okay, here goes.
We're not actually gonna see the judge, though. Just gonna fade to black. Because that's how it works with these things. Oh, my son, long has it been since I've laid eyes on you. I trust that you have been well. Father! You look just like I did when I was your age. Still playing the role of the henpecked husband, I presume. Father! Father! What a touching fade to black reunion. Oh! That was indeed my father. This young lady's spiritual power is genuine. Wow, a real spirit channeling, and right before my eyes. I've never seen one before. Oh, Holy Mother, what a blessed day. But then...
This is preposterous.
It seems I've proven my claim. The girl on the stand is none other than the royal priestess of Khura'in. Princess Raifa Padma Khura'in.
You... No!
Pokonga! Oh, your benevolence! May your great spiritual power guide and protect us.
Nick! The people in the gallery! They swallowed it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. Only problem is, now what? Because I can already tell nothing good is going to come of what we've done.
It seems I must render a verdict. It is the opinion of this court that the young lady before us is the real Princess Raifa.
Alright. I guess the trial proved it without a doubt. This princess is the real deal, and that means she's coming with me!
Eek!
Ah. No! Pearls! Ah! What am I going to do now? I've already bought all the time I could.
Hello, Princess! Oh dear. Good people of Khura'in, my apologies for the delay. I fear I nodded off and only awoke a few moments ago.
Your benevolence?
Why, if it isn't the princess's body double. Body double? What are you talking about? I am here to continue with the training session. Now, you, the one playing the terrorist, come, try to abduct me.
Huh?
What?
You mean he's not a real terrorist?
Well, I'm glad that's finally over with. Now that the real princess is here, we can bring this farce of a trial to an end. The amount of ad-libbing required for this absurd scenario bordered on excessive.
Oh my god, Miles Edgeworth, the biggest troll.
But now we can move on to the training session as planned.
I like how he just kind of moves on to it like no big deal.
Training session?
You know, I didn't want to believe it, but don't tell me you thought this was all real, Nick.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, buddy, but I'm just an actor.
This trial was part of an emergency response training session. The need for such preparedness has risen recently with the rise of the insurgents.
Yes, and they invited me to participate as a special guest.
Huh?
What?
No way! So you're saying this is all an act?
Well, it would seem that right. And the two youngsters on the stand were the only two who didn't know.
I see you are as lame-brained as ever, Barbed Head. Though this was but a training session, we did learn one shocking truth today. Yeah! Who knew that the Royal Priestess had a body double? Excuse me? Your benevolence, I mean your royal body double. Thank you for your long years of service. You need not pose as a Royal Priestess any longer. What? The truth has come out here in this sacred hall, you see, so we all know that you are the body double. For that young lady on the stand, the real Princess Rafa.
Oops. Uh-oh. It looks like my bluff works better than I thought.
Your benevolence, lead us forward with the great spiritual power you possess, O exalted Royal Priestess. What is the meaning of this? Well, Barbhead, answer me!
Oh, how should I put this?
What are we gonna do now, Nick? It's like we've set something in motion that can't be stopped.
Excuse me, everyone! What I said earlier was all just a joke, so...
Your benevolence, our kingdom will finally know true peace once you are queen. You're the best royal priestess ever!
Looks like they believed every word you said, Nick.
Well, we're fucked.
And they're not about to change their minds.
Oh boy.
The people had feared the royal priestess would never be able to channel spirits. But it seems those fears have finally been alleviated. Who is this phony baloney? I am the real Princess Rafa. Oh, Royal Priestess, please guide us forth. Princess Rafa! Oh, Princess Rafa, the greatest Royal Priestess ever! Welp. Now that the matter is settled, all that is left to say is, this court is adjourned. No! This cannot end like this! Wait! Do I not get a chance to state my case? No! Not in Korean! You kinda killed all the frickin' defense attorneys!
And that is how my one tiny bluff in the Hall of Justice that day turned an entire kingdom upside down. And forever changed the course of Koraine's history. Yep, Pearls was crowned the new queen.
And thus, this never actually happened, considering if this was the case, we wouldn't have Spirit of Justice.
And with her came a revolution to Korain. From that day forth, the kind, virtuous girl we knew as Pearls ruled her kingdom as the real Rafa in peace for untold years to come. And they all lived happily ever after.
Not if I have anything to say about it! This is all your fault, Barbhead! You will pay dearly for this! Poor Rafa. Okay, and that is the end of the Phoenix Wright portion of this. Before I sign it off from this, I'm just gonna let you guys know DGS at the time of this recording is on hold because I am unable to rip footage off from my Japanese 3DS anymore. There's nothing wrong with the 3DS, and I'm planning to sell the 3DS because I will no longer need it. I'm gonna have to be getting a replacement for it soon because pretty much the USB port of it does not want to work anymore, and I did everything I could. Broke that thing to pieces just to make it work, and it's just not working. It's still functioning 3DS, so, I guess if anybody wants a Japanese 3DS, I'll keep you guys posted on when I actually sell that thing, so I'll see you guys, in the next video to cover the Asinine episode for Apollo Justice.
Can't a girl dream a little?
3 inches is more than a little. Poor Pearls, though.
Still, if it's just a matter of a few inches, then maybe...
You've made quite the blunder, Mr. Wright. Though it seems you're still oblivious to this little fact. Allow me to enlighten you. The evidence you...
And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Spirit of Justice. We are continuing with the Phoenix Wright Asinine episode right now, and we're trying to ask, how tall is Pearl, actually?
Oh, yes! Yes, I am! After all, I'm already 18 years old.
Albie, how tall are you? Presented contradicts with your own claim.
It does?
Yes, take a look closely at this scroll. It contains a photograph of Princess Rafa. However, the young lady on the stand looks nothing like her.
I should have known he'd point that out.
You're right. The girl on the stand doesn't have tattoos on her face.
I'm 4'8". I grew a whole inch and a half recently.
Uh-oh.
Could it be any clearer? Albie is 4.8, which means one look at the two of them should make it painfully clear. But Pearls cannot possibly be 4'10".
No!
Have you been exaggerating your height, young lady?
Oh, this is so embarrassing. I was shocked to learn that I was shorter than a 14-year-old. So yes, I exaggerated my height.
You mustn't lie in the Hall of Justice. If this were a real trial, you could be charged with the crime of perjury.